Check. Good morning and welcome to Our Wyoming Life. Good morning and welcome to Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike, and since 2017, I've been, I guess, your tour guide as we've taken a look at our ranch in Northeast Wyoming. Taking you everywhere from feeding cows to castrating a bull. And one of our biggest concerns when we started our YouTube channel was the fact that ranching is a cycle. It seems like the same thing has happened every single year. You have calves, you hay, hopefully, you feed cows in the wintertime. It's kind of the cycle that you end up in. So our biggest fear when we got into the YouTube game was the fact that we may run out of content. We may run out of stuff to talk about. We may run out of stories. And it was quickly something that I think we realized we didn't really have to worry about. Out here, we've got about 100 cows that are all down here on the summer pasture. And each one of them is a story. Just like behind every barbed wire fence there's a story, and every rancher has a story, and every farmer has a story, and pretty much everybody has their own story to tell. The nice thing about the ranch is that the ranch keeps inventing stories. New stories are born almost every single day. And I thought today we would take a little bit of a break here from the work side of things and kind of just have a chill day. That we'd go around the ranch and take a look at some new things that we have going on, things that keep things fresh, that give us new content, but also things that make this life worth living for both myself and the kids and Erin and hopefully everybody involved. Calving season is done. We have officially calved our last calf. In fact, that's him right down there. He's walking down into the coulee. His mom is actually Princess Bliss, who you may remember from our she's not being very camera friendly right now, but you may remember her from one of our very first videos. She's walking right down there with her calf. That's the brand new one, the very last calf to be born. You may remember Princess Bliss because she was born in our first year of videos, I do believe, and her mom is actually Bambi, who's one of our pet bottle calves that's now grown up on the ranch here somewhere. And she was the calf that was born while Bambi was wearing the moo call, which was a very cool device that we got a chance to test our very first year here on Our Wyoming Life. And strap onto her tail. It actually sent a text message to my phone when she went into labor. Very cool technology that works great for farmers and ranchers all over the world. So that is Princess Bliss standing right down there in that nice green grass in this little coulee area. And she is very happy, I'm sure, to be done with her calf. As we're happy to be done with calving, it kind of opens us up to tackle new projects and do new things. Of course, this year, because of the drought, we're not haying anything. We're still looking for hay to buy. We're looking within about 500 miles of the ranch so that we can keep trucking costs as low as possible. But I got to tell you, it's been a challenge even finding anything. From what I've heard, there are people buying up hay like crazy. It's basically something people think they can buy low and sell high. So that's something that we're dealing with. We're trying to find all that hay. That's a bull making all that racket. I don't know if you could hear him, but he's coming down to see us. The bulls out here doing their job to make sure that we've got another year here on the ranch. All right, so the cows are okay. It's early. I've just decided to come out and check things out. I've got a lot going on today. I actually have a tour. We've been doing daily tours on the ranch every single morning for the past couple months, and I've got another one this morning, which is set to start here in about an hour or so, so we don't have a whole lot of time together this morning. But I did, like I said, I wanted to talk about some of the new things that we have going on here on the ranch, and with new things comes new life, just like Princess Bliss's little calf. We're down here in summer pasture, about 4.5 miles away from the main ranch, but we're gonna turn around, we're gonna head home, and we're gonna take a look at some other new things that we have growing around here. So even though the same things do happen over and over again on the ranch, it's a cycle. The greatest thing about the ranch, or at least one of the greatest things, is the fact that new things happen all the time. I'm always surprised. I don't think there's really a day that goes by that that I'm not faced with a new challenge or something that I've never seen before. And I think that's one of the greatest things about being here and dealing with the stresses and everything else that you have to deal with to have this life, to live here. It kind of makes it all worth it when you realize that there's no end to the surprises. There's no end to at the risk of sounding, crazy, but the magnificence of actually being here on the ranch and dealing with animals and everything else. So today, like I said, we're going to take a look at some new things. We had Princess Bliss's calf down there that really was camera shy and didn't want to play along, but the last calf is born. We are going to head back towards the main ranch, and there we have a few new surprises for you. Blonde Cow had her calf, so we're going to meet Blonde Cow's calf. We also have some new additions to the ranch that we've never had before. We've never ventured down this road before, and we're going to introduce you to a couple new friends on the ranch. We have brand new chickens that are now getting big enough to actually venture out on their own. I'm going to introduce you to those guys. You've seen them before, but they're a lot bigger now, and you'll be able to meet those guys along with something called a turkin and a turkey that we have mixed into the group. So, and I guess to wrap things all up, I'm going to let you guys know about a brand new addition to Our Wyoming Life I guess I can tell you now, it's a new video that we're going to release every single week and give a try and see how it works and how everybody responds to it. But I'll be able to tell you about that new video coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, we're going to head down and see Blonde Cow and rouse her, wake her up a little bit before we have to get to our tour and see how her and her new little calf are doing. So let's go. And here she is, Blonde Cow, who about 10 days ago had her calf, one of the last calves of the season. He's right over here. Let me introduce you. So this is showtime. Blonde Cow's 13th addition to the ranch, getting himself a little bit of breakfast down there. This more than likely will probably be Blonde Cow's last calf that she has on the ranch. At this point, because she did calve so late, she probably won't cycle back in time to be able to be put in with the bulls this year. And by next year, she'll be even older. She'll be 16. And I'm not really sure we want to put her through going, having another calf. So you might be retired, kiddo. Not that you're going anywhere. You got a pretty cush life ahead of you. Or at least I hope you do. Blonde cow is hanging out in the corrals here, mostly because Showtime was pretty small when he was born, and we want to keep them separated where we can keep a good eye on them. We're also keeping an eye on this guy. You remember him, Mr. Cranky Pants. Still intact, but definitely shriveling, probably even as we speak. He doesn't like me very much. And I think he has a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up. We're heading over towards the chicken house now, and I want to introduce you to some new chickens. Now these guys have been on the ranch for a little while, but they've grown up. They are ready to head out here before too long and make their mark. Our chicken house is divided into two sides. One side of the chicken house is actually for the chickens that work for a living, those chickens that lay our eggs. The other half is new chickens, the freeloaders. Eventually they'll get to work. But on this side, we're able to keep them a little bit more safe. We actually have a run of sorts. It's completely covered in chicken wire and even heavier cloth on this side with a woven wire to keep anything out that we don't want in here. And every single morning, I get to come over and let them out. Obviously in here, there's geese, there's ducks, there's chickens, and if you notice, there's no real rhyme or reason to any of these guys, and that's because Erin managed to get herself what she called a surprise box. I can't even hear myself think. She got herself a surprise box, and all of these guys were a part of that box. I think about 50 chickens and whatever they had left over at the end of the day at the cackle hatchery went into a box and were sent to us. So a wide variety of different breeds of chickens. Some interesting surprises in here include a turkey, which is right over here. That's our turkey. And then we also have another one that I wanted to show you. Somewhere. Oh, there he is. It's called a turkin. I think it looks more like a vulture than anything, but let me see if I can get a little closer to it. You can see him there. He's quick. So most of these are egg layers. These will go into our flock and continue providing eggs for the farm store and for EPP and wherever our eggs end up. You guys don't have to go back in. Everybody's camera shy this morning. All right. So I think there's something to be said for sticking to the status quo, for doing what you know and what you're good at. But at the same time, it's always interesting to take a new leap, find a new challenge, something you're not used to doing, and see how you do at it. And I think that Erin kind of thinks the same way, as she decided here the last couple weeks to introduce a whole new type of animal to our herd. And something we've never had to deal with before. It's right in here. Come on, guys. Oh. Oh. There we go. Hi. Hi. So these are the newest additions to our family. Not that we're going to become goat ranchers or anything like that, but these are mini fainting goats. I guess that's what they're called. This is Jack, and this is Rose. If you've ever seen the Titanic, the movie Titanic, that's who they're named after, Jack and Rose. They're about 3 weeks old or so. They're still drinking from the bottle, and of course they're a very popular part of the tour now. Every single morning, as people get a chance to give them their breakfast, and they're hungry right now, and I'm not going to feed them until we have the tour come through. So, but I did want to get a chance to introduce these guys to you. You're going to see them popping up here and there. If you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you've probably already met them. And if you were here at the Ranch Roundup, well, you definitely met them, as they made their debut during Ranch Roundup, and we had got them just like a day or two before. So, Jack, Rose, I know you guys are going to be mad at me, but I got to put you back in there. And hi. And we're going to wait for breakfast to come your way, okay? All right, let's go back into your little thing here. They have their own little pen out here and some toys to play with and whatnot. Why are you so squeaky? Why are you so squeaky? What? Okay, let's put you down in your house. Okay, go play. We'll have breakfast for you in just a little bit, okay? So they've actually been a whole lot of fun, and I think that's pretty much what they're good for. We've been taking them basically with us into the yard every single night, you know, socializing them, getting them used to the dog and to the cats and everything else that's around here. And they get a chance to play and hang out, and they're quickly becoming a part of our family. So I can see the folks for the tour are already starting to line up. Most of them are actually harvest hosters that stay here on the ranch in their RVs, and they come over in the morning as we do a little bit of a tour. But if you're ever in the area, shoot me an email. You can just send us an email at mail@ourwyominglife.com. Let me know that you're here, and maybe we get you in on the tour as well. So they're getting ready to go, which means I need to wrap things up with you guys and move on with the rest of my day. But I do want to tell you about a brand new thing that we have coming up on Our Wyoming Life that I think is pretty exciting, and I can't wait to get started. Next Sunday, we will be adding a brand new video to our lineup. So that'll give us 3 videos per week. Now we're going to shift videos around just a little bit. We're going to still have our Tuesday project list video. The Friday video will be moved to Thursday and become the Thursday video. And then we will have on Sunday a weekly wrap up. The vlog, obviously in April, hugely popular. And what we wanted to do was be able to offer you something like that. And what we came up with was the idea of this weekly roundup where we can actually take you into almost every single day here on the ranch. My goal is to be able to film 10, 15 minutes a day, nothing crazy, but it'll give you kind of a behind the scenes. It may be ranch stuff, maybe YouTube stuff, maybe business, maybe packing beef jerky, who knows what we'll be messing around with. But every single day, I'm going to try to film something from the ranch that you will be able to view on Sunday as part of a weekly vlog, a weekly roundup, a weekly wrap up, whatever you want to call it. And that will be basically the format that we'll be able to bring you a part of our week and be able to share even more with you from the ranch, and hopefully give you guys even a more in-depth look in what we do and how we're able to promote agriculture, how we're able to bring food to people through our nonprofit, through the farm store, whatever it is we may be doing, and also, like I said, some behind the scenes stuff as we continue through the summer here here on Our Wyoming Life. We're not going to be haying. Our big search right now is for hay. We're still looking for hay and trying to find it. I've got lots of feelers out there, and it's proving to be quite difficult. So if you're in the same boat, we hope that we can find hay, and maybe we can even lead other people to the hay as well. Those guys are starving to death. Those guys are waiting for their tour, so I'm gonna head that way. But until I see you again, which will be on Tuesday for the next project list video, then on Thursday, and then on Sunday for our weekly roundup. I'm gonna ask you to have a great week, and thanks for joining us in Our Wyoming Life. Guys, we'll get you something to eat in just a minute. There's a brand new baby kitten that I didn't even show. Look, baby kittens. Everybody likes kittens. This barn cat's gonna be surprised though. You're okay. Hey kitty. Oh, you're friendly. Hi. You wanna be in a video? Barn cat. Breakfast time. Alrighty, I'm off to work. Thanks guys.
Good morning everybody.